That's fatal.
The global senior chief manager of Thqnordic tweeted out something pretty big when it comes to AEW Fight Forever that I'm sure AEW Fight Forever fans are going to be pretty excited about. Ziddy on Twitter right here, going by @Ziddies, tweeted this out on July 11th, 2023. I've already shown this on Discord and to you guys as well. AEW Fight Forever community. This is what I'm working on. All your feedback in one place. So share your top 3 features you would like. Retweet, share, quote, let's show everyone what you want. Disclaimer as always, this gathering feedback, this doesn't mean it will happen. Get added or anything else. This is cold hard facts and data for everyone to see, both the companies and the community. And yes, I'm adding to this manually, so it takes a while. And what is it exactly that Ziddy's working on? Well, Ziddy has a full-on Google Doc sheet right here of a bunch of feedback for AEW Fight Forever. 162 exact, by the way. And in today's video, I'm going to go through all 162 things added to this list that we can potentially see in AEW Fight Forever. If it's on this list, that's awesome, because that means that Thqnordic is aware of it and it could possibly make its way into AEW Fight Forever, since AEW Fight Forever will be a live service game. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like a yearly release. So we have a chance of seeing majority, if not almost everything on this list, make it into AEW Fight Forever. Let's go through the list and see what's up. So the first thing on the list is expanded cost system, more pieces, import and export system. This is very much needed. I feel like the cost system is the most lackluster in the whole game, and it's very disappointing. People have been making do with it though and creating some pretty cool creations to the best of their ability, but in the end the creation comes out looking a little weird. Like take Roman Reigns for example. Someone created Roman Reigns to the best of their ability, but even when you look at it, it still kind of looks like a goofy Roman Reigns from Wish, you know? Next up we have the complete AEW roster. That's a massive one. The complete AEW roster, which like I said, is very doable since the game is a live service. So even if someone leaves AEW and they lose the rights to them, they could just pretty much just update the game and remove them from the game, which I don't think they would. But if there was conflict, they could do that. They could just remove someone from the game. So a complete AEW roster, very doable. Even with like new debuts, they can literally just scan them, create their model, and upload them as a free update. Or even a DLC pack. 6-player matches, I heard that was a big one. More gore and brutal options, such as bleed without sharp objects and no fading. People want more gore. The gore and the blood was already like a problem before the game released due to the ESRB rating, so they want more blood in the game. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up. And I feel like the game also pretty much has a lot of blood, even after the whole ESRB rating fiasco. Make replays optional. Okay. Run-in matches. Make reversal effects optional / improve the system. That's a big one. I definitely feel like they should do that for sure. Make weapon fading optional. Crossplay. Yes, crossplay is needed. I would love to have crossplay. Removal of EGS. I'm not sure what EGS means. I'm sure someone in the comments will mention what EGS means. Expanded Road to Elite for more years. Expanded Creating Arena. Needed, like I said, Creation Suite lacks. Eliminator Championship Tournaments. GM and Universe Mode. That would be a massive one. Actually a massive one. As you can see, a lot of people want that. Improve reversal system, very much needed. There's a lot of spamming when it comes to the reversal system and just moves in general. A reset option for win and loss records. That would be great because, you know, just in case you made a mistake and now your character has a loss on the record, you can reset it and start from scratch. New Japan Pro Wrestling DLC. Kenny Omega also mentioned that in an article, so I can definitely see this being reality fairly soon. More storylines like Ring of Honor main stories / Ring of Honor DLC. Again, with Ring of Honor DLC, Kenny Omega also mentioned that in a recent article, so I can also see Ring of Honor being DLC as well. Steel cage matches, more the merrier. Trio matches / trio belts, yes, more the merrier. Seasonal as well as real life content / events. That'd be great, having a Christmas event, a Halloween event. Harder difficulty for Road to Elite. I don't really care for Road to Elite that much, so cool. If you want to add a harder difficulty option, do it. More titles, trio / international / pinnacle / inner circle, etc. Expanded / accurate / longer entrances and theme music. Honestly, I feel like the way Fight Forever does the entrances, how they're short and sweet and the match starts, I kind of like that. Making them more accurate though would be great, but the length of them, I feel like the length of them are great for what AEW Fight Forever tries to be. Harsh punishment for rage quitters / online rating for sportsmanship. I agree. If you watch my online video, I think I dealt with like 3 or 4 rage quitters, and there's like no penalty for it. So I do agree that if you rage quit, whether it's casual or ranked, you should be put on a little cooldown, or maybe it should count as a loss no matter what for their record. I think during ranked it does count as a loss, but casual doesn't. I think even for casual, it should still count as a loss if you rage quit. Weapons need more than 2 hits before breaking, perhaps RNG. I kind of like that idea. You know, imagine you have like a baseball bat and you swing and it cracks after the first hit and that is broken. and then maybe you grab another one, you swing 2 more times, and then it finally breaks. I like that randomness, actually. Dog collar match. More match options to turn DQ, rope break, countouts, weapons on and off. Tornado matches / tag team tornado. More matches, keep it coming. Ladder matches / multi-man ladder matches. More matches, keep them coming. Harder / longer matches, TV / pay-per-view. Separate queues for cause online, especially ranked. This is a big one I've heard about when it comes to ranked. A lot of people use their cause that have like spammy moves in ranked, and then they just spam the same move constantly. So I feel like if you're using a cause, you should be in a separate queue against other cause. That's a great idea. Improved pinning / submitting system. Yeah, it's one of my complaints as well. I'm not a big fan of the whole spamming the buttons to kick out or submit, because it ultimately comes down to whoever can tap faster. And if you have a modded controller that will do the tapping for you, you are not kicking out or kicking out of the submission. Backstage area / backstage from ringside in some matches. I actually did not realize that this was not in the game. I completely forgot that there was no backstage areas in AEW Fight Forever. This would be a great idea, considering we even have Stadium Stampede, which involves backstage areas. They can just take some of those backstage areas from Stadium Stampede and incorporate them as a backstage area when it comes to matches. Make our own match types with lots of options. So create a match type. Road to Elite New Game Plus. Like I said, I don't really care about Road to Elite, but being able to replay it as your same character with all the same stats would be great as a New Game Plus. Controlling AI teammates in tag team matches when you tag them in. Dude, this is needed for sure. The amount of times in Road to Elite where my tag team partner would not tag me back in, and I'm just there watching like the match, like, come on, tag me in, and they never do it and they lose. Oh, it's the worst. Because I'm so used to being able to control my AI teammate that I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, if I tag them in, I'll control them still. No, you're just sitting there watching the match, hoping for the best. Gauntlet match mode. Expanded customization for AEW wrestlers / faction shirts. Yes, there should be more options to customize the AEW wrestlers, 100%. Add a random ref option for more unique refs. I agree. You know, as much as I love Aubrey, just constantly seeing her in every match kind of gets boring after a while. Roadmap for future updates and DLC, letting your community know what you have planned and like what's closer to release than later. More save slots for Road to Elite. Share community creations. Oh, that's a massive one. I'm surprised it only has 43 votes, honestly. Community creations, that would be massive when it comes to AEW Fight Forever. That would expand the longevity of the game full-fold. Think about like all the creations you can download without having to follow a cough formula. You can just download the creation, you know what I mean? Oh, you know, you want that Roman Reigns that someone created? Download it. Yeah, community creations would definitely help the longevity of the game. I feel like Stadium Stampede is going to help the longevity of the game anyways, but a lot of people don't want to play online only games. I'm a big fan of Battle Royale, so I'll play it, but not everybody likes playing online only games. And considering that Battle Royale Stadium Stampede will only be online, it might not interest a lot of people. So community creations would be a big plus. Commentary that can be turned on or off, that's a big one. The lack of commentary, you can really feel it. Although like eventually you sort of forget that there's no commentary because you're just jamming out to the background music during the matches. But if you jump from 2K to AEW Fight Forever, you will definitely feel the lack of commentary, especially because they have Taz, JR, right? And you don't hear them talk besides like some lines during Road to Elite, but I would love to hear JR commentating my matches. Stadium Stampede, free game mode to get more people playing. So essentially number 46 is pretty much saying make Stadium Stampede a free-to-play game mode. Don't tie it in with AEW Fight Forever, thus making it so that they have to buy AEW Fight Forever to play Stadium Stampede. Just make Stadium Stampede as a free standalone game mode. A part of me agrees with that. I feel like if it gets big enough and they feel like they could make it last a long time and add constant updates to it, they could make it a free-to-play separate game mode or separate game altogether, separate download, allowing a lot of people, even people who don't own AEW Fight Forever, to give it a try. It could hit more like mainstream streamers that will be playing the Battle Royale Stadium Stampede, adding more eyes to Fight Forever, and potentially boosting the sales. So I do agree. They could really benefit by making it a free standalone game. Accessibility options, yes, you know, that's needed. Extend post-match time to 30-45 seconds. I don't really care about that. I think like it's a fun little novelty once in a while, being able to just beat the opponent up after the match. But I rarely do it. I think once in a while online I did it just for fun. I usually just want to continue on to the next match. Quick match option that queues you for everything to find the fastest match. That's needed for online because there's plenty of times where you're constantly looking for a match and you just do not find one. So I do think that a quick match option that will queue you up for any available match would be a great idea. Best of series. People create their own BO3 or BO7 or BO21. I don't know what that means, but best of series sounds like another match or tournament. I agree. Tournament online mode hosted by THQ/AW. Oh, that'd be really cool. That'd be cool having a tournament hosted by AEW and THQ themselves. It could be like a whole Twitch thing too. That'd be great. Forbidden Door Road to Elite / DLC. Yes. Rematch option for Road to Elite. Yes. This is fucking needed, dude, because my initial playthrough, as you can see if you watch my latest video, I lose to Paul White, and I thought that if I quit the match, I can restart it. But no, it just literally quit the match, and I lost to Paul White, and the story just continued. I would have loved to have a rematch against Paul White. Preset save slots and options for already existing wrestlers and FTR. I agree. Improved tutorial / practice mode. That would be great for newcomers, even though the game is pretty easy to pick up and play, but it would be great to have, you know, a more improved tutorial for people who don't really play games in general, you know? The ability to attack the ref. You technically can by playing as Aubrey, but I get what you mean. You mean like actually attack the ref. Stadium Stampede in offline mode / match versus AI. This is a big one. I'm really glad they actually added in the list and considered it, because like I said just earlier, a lot of people who heard about Stadium Stampede are sort of turned off by it because the fact that it's only online. So if they do add an offline mode where you can play against AI, those players will probably come back and actually play and give it a try. So definitely should consider making Stadium Stampede an option to be offline as well. More alternatives to use cash. You can buy everything and still have 200k plus. Essentially saying that give us more things to buy, because, you know, with endgame, you can just be way over the limit of cash and just have nothing to spending on. Lobbies for multiplayer system. Respect COG creations by use of currency. That's a great option, actually. That's a great idea. What this means, what respect COG creations mean is, let's say you have a creator wrestler and you put all your, you know, attributes to it and all your things. You can then decide to completely redo all that and switch it up and change how you want that card to be without having to create a brand new card and start from scratch. Native mod support for PC. Yeah, that'd be great. Although it doesn't stop from people already modding the game. The game's already being modded with custom creations. I think What's the Status uploaded a mod of him playing as Broly from Dragon Ball Z. I thought it was pretty funny, but having actual native mod support would be very helpful. Limited bailout, health recovery, weapon finishers. Oh, weapon finishers, that'd be good. Yeah, that's classic. FTR locked in and saved as a team, not as single people. Spectate mode for online matches. Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Imagine just like going live and just spectating other people's online matches and then like doing commentary. That'd be a lot of fun. Drag / weight limit / skill for dragging wrestlers around. Oh, okay, pretty much saying that if there's a weight limit for dragging wrestlers around, so you can't just drag Paul White around as Jungle Boy freely. Cross progression / cross purchase for all platforms. Create a taunt feature. Create a finisher. Create a belt. So just a lot more create options. Just give us all the create options. I'm very glad they actually consider it and added it to the list. Add crossover characters from other franchises. Oh, interesting. So like if AEW has a partnership with a good example of something we saw actually is that whole KFC partnership with WWE 2K, how they added Colonel Sanders as a superstar, how they added the Terminator as a superstar. So crossover characters like that with other franchises would be, you know, honestly welcomed. It'd be pretty funny. But some people do like their wrestling game grounded in reality, and I get that. But I feel like because the game is already so arcadey, crossover characters would be a great fit. Improved party voice control system, mute, push to talk, and volume. War game / blood and guts. Viewable videos outside RTE that you unlock in RTE. The TNT belt. The collision arena. Expanded tag team matches / finishers. Handicap tag match. Choose your button / control layout on PC. Endless Road to Elite mode. So just keep on playing year after year. Make Elite even harder, perhaps a hardcore mode. People just really want Road to Elite to be even harder. This is the second time it's been added as make it even harder, please. VR support. All right, interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work. Banana / elephant boxers for Kenny Omega. Who the hell? 2 people recommended that. Someone was just like, you know what? I would love to have some banana boxers for Kenny Omega. Mini games online. Yes. This right here was a big turnoff for me because I thought mini games were gonna be online, but they're not. And the mini games are actually so fucking bad when it comes to AW Fight Forever. They lose their novelty so fast. It's crazy. You don't hear anybody talking about how much fun they're having playing the mini games ever. You don't hear them talking about online, nothing. People mention they played the mini games once and then they're like, that was cool, and then they don't go back to it. Having mini games online would be a lot of fun because then you can play with some friends. I know you can do private match mini games, but actually playing online, if you don't have friends, of course, you can just play a bunch of mini games and then just have a blast. Maybe have like a drunk night where you're playing mini games online and it's a lot of fun. Playing against AI is way too easy also. THQ, man, that's a classic. They should definitely add him in. Ring of Honor DLC, that was already added before, but yeah, I agree. Full-length match replay. AEW wrestlers in Road to Elite. What does that even mean? AEW wrestlers in Road to Elite. That's... They are in Road to Elite. Am I missing something here? AEW wrestlers in Road to Elite. Am I missing something here? I don't know what he means by that. AAA DLC. Impact DLC. Bring it on. Expand the roster as much as you want. Iron Man match type. Create a card / show mode. Isn't that like universe mode? Better / improved running system. Yes, I agree. Having to just tap circle to run on PlayStation, really annoying. And also, I hate how you can't run around freely. It has to be only in one direction. So I definitely agree. Improve the running. More options as champion, up titles / belts, champion entrances, Road to Elite. Guard break, Rampage / Dynamite, Evil Uno, Jamie Hayer, Librarians DLC, the Initiative DLC, custom music for entrances. Ooh, that's a ballsy one. I like it. Indication of down / dazed status, way to speed things up. Yes, I agree with this too. There's plenty of times where during a match, I feel like the superstar is still dazed because they're on like one knee, and all of a sudden they stand up in a second and start punching me, and it's like, what the fuck? I didn't even know you were ready to fight again. More rope / stage climbing options, Texas Deathmatch, custom texture uploads for creator wrestlers, more realistic tables, the Owen Cup, better end screen after CPU versus CPU match, pause it so people can see the winner. Bryce Remsburg ref. Allow to pick AI team members and team matches when you are down or out. Custom music for background. That'd be a blast. Although on console, you can just play Spotify in the background anyways, if you want. Oh, that's what I do. Improve AI for team matches 3 out of 4 ways especially. Promo battles for Road to Elite depending on personality. More ladder / weapon options to toggle on and off. Better options for organizing and assigning moves. Create a move / create a tag move. Streamer option against copyright music. My whole playthrough of Road to Elite, I didn't have to deal with copyright music except once. That was on part 3. Besides that, I was fine, honestly, for the whole copyright music thing. So I didn't really see that being an issue. More female representation. Emi Sakura, Makiato. Option to skip Road to Elite if you already completed one or more cause. More unique weapons that have been used real life. Console modding. Lights out. Console modding, that'd be a crazy one, you know, considering that not a lot of games on console have mod support like Bethesda games do, like Skyrim and Fallout 4. That all I can think of. But having more games on console with modding support would be a step in the right direction. Ultra wide support on PC, 21:9 and 32:9. Multi-man matches online. Fighting in the crowd. The Bullet Club gold logo for creator wrestler. Full stables. Special abilities to refs / managers. Sunny Kiss. Legit Layla Hirsch DLC. Aztec Warfare rules. Daily goals / quests / matches / arenas. Apron cloth moves. Slower momentum. Additional ways to unlock wrestlers for people disliking grinding. I 100% agree with this, or at least just give us the option to retry the match in Road to Elite, because nobody wants to fail the match by mistake and have to go through Road to Elite all over again. It becomes a grind, it becomes a slog, and people just end up just not wanting to do it and they just give up and they just accept the fact that they're not going to unlock the character. Personally, that's what I did. Once I lost to Paul White, I was like, fuck this, I'm not going to go for Paul White again. Like, I'm good. So, yeah, giving me more options, or just even allowing me to buy him using like my in-game currency, I'd be okay with that too. Hell in a Cell match, elimination matches, Bullet Club DLC, Legends DLC, Samoa Joe, Swerve, Claudio, Briscoes, directional throw moves, more pin combos for moves, more 3 out of 4 match types, Alex Reynolds, rope break a submission, the Acclaimed, the Juice and Jay White, option to turn off swearing / curse words, strong style skill, barbed wire board as a weapon, Dark Order DLC, ability to change crowd reactions, Britt Baker and Jon Moxley accurate representation before finishers, Jay's taunt, I will choke you out as a taunt, Tony Storm, and finally, pick a title to challenge in Road to Elite. That right there is 162 things added to the AEW feedback Google Sheet by Ziddy, who is, like I said, the Global Senior Chief Manager for Thqnordic. Will we see everything added to this list? Probably not. Would be cool if we saw everything? Hell yeah. There's a lot of things on this list that seem like it is very far-fetched, very far out there, and would take a lot of resources and a lot of time to add to the game. But there's also a lot of things that can see them adding fairly quickly, like when it comes to all the DLC or all the added superstars, like constantly expanding the roster, updating the roster, Ring of Honor, New Japan, all that stuff. I can see them adding that fairly easy. When it comes to like improvements to the match, Improvements to game modes, I can see them adding that. Improvement to creation suites, I can see them adding that. So a lot of the stuff on this list is definitely doable. There wasn't a lot of stuff on this list that made me go, that's definitely not going to happen. Everything that I've read on this list seems doable, and honestly, I don't think Zitty would even add it on the list if it wasn't doable. So this is honestly really good community feedback. I commend you, Zitty from Thqnordic, for even attempting to do this whole feedback sheet for the fans. Like, this is something that I would love 2K to do. I would love if 2K just straight up said, give us what you want. What do you want to see in 2K, and we will add it to a list. And just let us see a public list that you're working on of a bunch of feedback we've given you. Just the fact that I can see this list right here makes me feel a little better that at least the community is being heard. Even if only 50 out of this 162 options get added in, at least we know we're being heard. And that's the only thing the community wants, is to feel heard and feel like we're not being ignored. So kudos to you, Zitty from Thqnordic, for doing this. And honestly, I'm very excited to see what gets added in from this list. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this list. I left it in the description if you want to read it yourself. Was there anything from this list that is missing that you wanted to see in AW Fight Forever? Let me know in the comment section down below. But from reading this current list, I feel like that everything sort of is added to it. Like, I feel like this is all the feedback for AW Fight Forever. I can't really think of anything else. But if you think of something else, I would love to read it. Leave it in the comment section down below. And as always, be sure to give the video a like, subscribe, notifications on, and catch the next video. Fail to out. Peace.